Hi everyone, and welcome back today to SunBurst Tarot. Where today, there has been some recent news coming up here in pop culture, where there's been people questioning about the status between Justin Bieber and Kourtney Kardashian, and if they have a child together. So, very interesting. I will say I'm not a firm uh, stan or watcher of all things pop culture, or even just like stuff like especially about the Kardashians. I don't know that much about them, so uh, all I know about them is from kind of the drama and stuff that they've been in the past. Otherwise, I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I don't know the dynamic between everyone 100%. But I was really curious when I heard about this potential relationship and if they had a child together, if it's secret, if it's not, like what's going on. Remember, this is all alleged, so like nothing, no one knows for sure if this is something that's true, if it's not, like so just wanted to come in, take a look at it, and see what was going on between Justin Bieber and Kourtney Kardashian. So, without further ado, I would like to get into the reading, where today I have the Anniversary Tarot and some tea leaf cards here, but I'll be here for some clarifiers. Um, and then just a few housekeeping items as we're going to kind of just dive right into their relationship is remember everything shared here today is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Everything stated is an opinion and not a fact, so please don't leave negative, mean-spirited negative comments about these people coming from this video, as that is not the intention. My intention here is to help a community understand maybe some reasonings or just some background information that, I mean, that we as an audience can know and help us understand why things might be so confusing or things are being kind of misdirected in some way, shape, or form. So intention isn't to dig into the deep, dirty, dark past secret. I mean, you can look at that like what we're doing here, but really my intention here is to help a community of people understand kind of more of the situation, what's going on, and yeah. So, so what I plan on doing here today is kind of just a general spread that I have. We're going to be looking here at just the general energy between Kourtney and Justin, the challenges that they've had, some influences that they've had. I'm just going to try and move these all over so we can make sure that we see everything. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm gonna move those here for now. And okay, I'm gonna try and move some stuff over. These cards are a little bit bigger than the other ones that I use, so I'm just gonna try and make sure that we can get everything on screen. Okay, we'll have to do it like that. Okay, now I'm just going to pull some clarifiers here really quick. Okay, this will be it. Okay, so looking here for Kourtney and Justin. So the initial energy I have for them is like the Empress reversed. So the Empress is all kind of about being a mom, loving energy. Here it feels like, now remember everything I'm going to be talking about here is for alleged and entertainment purposes only, but I definitely feel they're, and I'm not 100% certain when they got together or when they were like spotted. I don't think it's been recent, but like it feels like it's like, you know how there's like there's an example of this might be like, you know how there's sometimes like an older mom or like a young mom or like the cool hip mom of a friend group that's always kind of wanting to hang out with the boys or the kids and stuff like that. That's kind of the energy I'm getting here with the Empress reversed. It's a little bit manipulative is kind of the word that comes to my mind. just when it comes to just the general energy. It's like mommy dearest, or kind of looking for like a motherly figure, but it's not like a good motherly figure. It's like the toxic mom motherly figure, or like that toxic, like oppressive energy. And so what the challenge here is the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is all about home. It's also can be about image. Um, hmm. It's also about being together and I think being shamed for it or questioned about it because it wasn't typical. Um, and then here I have the outside influences for their relationship. So it definitely feels like this wasn't financially beneficial. If they were together, or like when they were seen together, it wasn't like as financially beneficial as they thought. Um, or like it didn't get enough like oomph or star power or like attention that they kind of wanted it to. Even though here with the Knight of Swords, like it definitely feels like they were taught like the energy I feel was like between the two of them is like this was something that they talked about a lot. It was something that I feel like was planned, it was spoke about, like they were really in the zone of trying to get it in the past to like between Justin and Kourtney to actually make it work. Like seeing the Knight of Swords is all about forward movement and moving pretty quickly, but also speaking, communication. Um, some people can look at this as like publicly announcing stuff. And like internally it felt like this was a good thing, but like on paper, on like for like news outlets and stuff, it was horrible. Like it just wasn't going where it needed to go. Um, Looking here, then we have the current influence here. So now we have the Knight of Wands. So lack of passion or almost being burnt out. Interesting. So we have all the knights. No, that's the Page of Pentacles. So the Knight of Swords is the past. Okay, so this is the Knight of. I'm just checking my notes to the side here on this spread that I'm doing. It's brand new, and just trying to make sure I get all of my ducks in a row here. Yeah, so this is the current influence from the outside coming in. So with the Knight of Wands, it definitely feels more along the lines of, ooh, they do not like each other. Okay, that's what it is. They don't like each other, or there's like a bad blood between the two of them, it feels like. It or that's kind of like it's a bad blood, or like people got burned, it feels like in the past. When it came to these two, it's almost like they got burned. They got burned in some way, shape, or form. And then, like, actually, what just came to my mind is the Empress is also a mom card. So like, mom card reversed. So I'm wondering if they did want to get pregnant, or if they did, and then there was essentially a like a pregnancy that just didn't make it to term. But also seeing here with the wish granted, it's almost like maybe. I'll pull some more clarifier cards around this Empress card. But if they didn't have a child to get like a pregnancy that made it to term, there might have been a pregnancy that I think wasn't, that could have been potentially just didn't make it to term through non-intentional causes. That's, if there was, that's what it feels like a little bit. I'll pull more clarification on that. Just wanted, because it just popped into my head. And then kind of coming back here now to internal influences. So the Nine of Cups, it's like you've made it, you've done everything that you've wanted, but now what is there to show? And in this case, it's the man is like sitting at the table, or he's sitting there, he's done the things, like he's in his garden, he has his cups, he has his fruits, he has the people who are around him who are doing the exact same things as he is. So it definitely feels like both of them have settled quite a bit, which is, I mean, I think both of them are married now and everything, but it definitely feels like both of them feel like stable where they're at. Um so then here now I'm seeing some outcome. Like, so here's my outcome card of kind of like what's maybe some things to look for here in the future coming up for them. It's the Two of Wands reversed. So the best laid plans or the best laid intentions are, I think, haven't like have worked up to a point, but now feel like they're collapsing in a little bit. Um yeah, and then here we also see the World card in here. So it's like it's coming back around. The cycle's coming back around. They're planning their next steps, or it's like the steps that they have planned have kind of shifted, and they aren't the same anymore. Um, Super interesting there. And then I just wanted to put some clarification. So the High Priestess reversed. Um, it's a lack of trust card, which is super interesting. Um, So it's a lack of trust as like a clarifier or people, as what I have here. And what what in the world is this mess? Like, what? Um, okay, so why I say, what is this mess? Currently, I'm feeling like there's a lack of trust. So with that lack of trust, it's almost like people are like pointing fingers at each other. It's like old stories are getting brought up. Like, why are old stories getting brought up? Um, what the heck? It's like a PR machine. And I know the Kardashians have had like a PR machine, or like there's alleged PR machine that kind of keeps them in the news, keeps them going. This just feels weird, and I don't know what or how to describe it other than like it feels grimy, it feels sludgy, like it's like everything I want to it's like everything about this is like there are two sides to this story and both of them are wearing masks. So it's like really hard to figure out. Okay, I'm gonna grab that Empress card again, and that's wild when you come up. Did not put that, like I said, I also don't use this deck quite that much, so I'm actually really intrigued to see that Empress card come up. Reversed for, did they have a child together? I actually now want to look into what, okay, so if they did have a child together, like publicly they haven't said anything, or they have been like really quiet about it, but like this is stuff that's coming back up in the news. It's very odd and very weird. Okay, so I want to kind of look at next. Did they actually have a kid together? Or was like my initial thing, okay. Instead of that, I'm going to say, okay, let's look at Justin and the Kardashians' relationship now. Because there was also, it felt like some tension. There's also not a lot of trust there. So I really do want to look at what is going on there with that relationship. And I'm also just going to keep that to the side in case something comes up here again. So, okay, so what is going on between Justin... Ooh, the Kardashians. And what's the relationship between them? Okay. There's some piping hot tea here. Remember, everything here, again, is for legend and entertainment purposes only. Okay, so for Justin, he is the Lovers reversed. So, like, I think he actually was on a good terms with them not too long ago. Lovers reversed now, though, makes me really feel like he's like, there's no love lost. Like, that ship has set sail and is gone. With the King of Cups here, I definitely see with him with the Kardashians, it's very much like, you came in, we chewed you up, and we spit you back out. And then the Three of Pentacles is like, this was like a business deal, or like coming with business, that kind of just turned sour with them. So I'm not sure if this is like in relation to like what was this business deal all about? Like, crib. I'm not pulling these cards out of nowhere. Okay. I can only say what I'm seeing. This is what the cards are saying. Psychic downloads, yada, yada, yada. Nothing here is going to be for, and it's going to all be for entertainment purposes only. But I do, this is weird. Like, look at this card, y'all. Crib, birth, conception of a child, or enterprise. Like, and with the Three of Pentacles here, it's like a soured relationship around a business deal or business contract. And then dissatisfaction with life, like, and then the wishbone over here with the Empress card, the mom card. Oh my goodness gracious, if you guys could see my face right now, yeah. What else? Maybe this was a business deal or a business contract with like a child, or like having a kid, or being the donor of some way, shape, or form. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a singles ladies card over here for Justin, clarifying everything. We have the King of Pentacles over here, which is almost like a big financial thing that kind of came crashing down, like hemorrhaging money. With the King of Cups here, like they needed something, or like they had to offer something. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which is all about kind of like leading the way, doing new passions, new projects, the conception of a new idea, person, place, or thing. If this had been the Ace of Wands, which is typically known as kind of like a dick card, that can be it. But the Ace of Swords here is also a very phallic image. In my opinion, looking at this, what was leading up to it? So, like, this is the current energy. This is, I think, the past energy of the situation. Justin was a single guy. He was at the top of his, he was feeling himself. He was, like, at the top of his game. He was at the top of his career. Really doing a lot. Doing new projects. Being with new things. I think he was, he was, like, the it guy in Hollywood, essentially. Kardashians over here, it's all about, like, King of Pentacles. They are losing money. They had a bad business deal. Like, something happened with the whole family. I don't know the situation around when Kourtney and Justin were hanging out. But then, like, here with the Ace of Swords, it's like, it's the birth of something new. It's like the birth of something new, a new project, a new business deal, which is being heavily, like, clarified here. God, get up here. Stop it. Ah. Okay. The Cracked Cup, like, dissatisfaction with life. Like, they aren't happy with maybe, like, where they're standing. The Crib, I think, actually goes here. I'm going to pull a clarifier for Justin quick then. He has the Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. This is all a business deal of some sort. And So, like, what's with the future? Like, okay, so we. This is so weird. I'm going to pull from one more deck to kind of get more clarification on this business deal. This is super, super weird. Cards, 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 please. And then this deck is actually. Y'all, can we just be nice and not show people things? Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry about that, but this is Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle deck. Like I said, you guys got a sneak peek before of some of it. So I just have to keep it off screen to make sure when I do pull it that like there's things that are like YouTube friendly. So we have Jehovah. I'm gonna take a quick pause to go grab the book for him really quick. And I will be right back. Okay, so Jehovah is all about kind of imaginary fears, imaginary things, and looking past them and challenging them to make sure that you aren't repeating the same cycles. So, is that as a clarifier card here when it comes to what sort of shenaniganery is going on here? Because it feels like with the Kardashians and Justin, there was a business deal of some way, shape, or form that was contracted. I don't see the Justice card here, which is a card of contracts, but like just with the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the dissatisfaction with life, we have the birth of a conception of a child or an enterprise, we have the Mom card, we have a wish granted. This really, really makes me feel that the Kardashians in around this time, I think we're kind of maybe falling out of favor or we're having difficulties or struggles behind the scenes. They needed an in, they needed something to kind of get them back in the good graces of people. Like, I don't know everything that was going on at this time with them. Sorry, I'm gonna bring that back. But, like, it definitely feels along those lines of, like, Justin over here is, like, at the top of his game. He is doing what he needs to do. He's doing very well in business. He's doing well in his career. Like, he has all the pieces that are kind of moving and shaking for him. The Kardashians seem to have everything kind of falling apart at their feet. And, like, the energy between them, it's like, oh, you want to do this thing? Oh, of course, like, yeah, we can do this thing. But here's what kind of needs to happen for it to occur. And where they are now is that, like, it's like the business relationship has soured or things have changed in some way, shape, or form. I want to look at what the future is here now with them. So we have Justin, which is the Five of Wands. Oh boy. We have the Eight of Swords for the Kardashians. And we have the Devil in between them. What the heck? Just gonna take a quick look here at this Eight of Swords. What in the world? So let's just take a look at Justin. Justin's all about fighting and fighting for what he wants. Like, looking at him with the Kardashians, there's something he wants with them. And he's fighting to get it. Interesting. With the Kardashians, they have the Eight of Swords, which is kind of like paranoia, anxiety, depression, like a lot of worry that is keeping everyone up at night. And it's not an imaginary, like, thing that's keeping them there. It feels, just in relation with Justin, it's like they're very much worried about what Justin has to say or what he's going to do or what's happening there. With the Devil in between them, I'm definitely seeing this as a toxic fight, either behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. I'm not sure if we're ever gonna see this. Um, I can pull a card for that here really quick. Actually, I think I'm just gonna have one just pop out whatever one needs to pop out. But like, I don't know if we're ever gonna know about this between Justin and the Kardashians. I'm not looking at him specifically with Kourtney, but like, let's take a look here. The Queen of Swords. Oh, we're gonna hear about this. Maybe not directly, but I definitely feel we're gonna hear about this in some way, shape, or form. And it might be through like tabloids or articles, or kind of like how I've been hearing about it now, which is through Twitter or the grapevine or through other videos. But I'm definitely seeing that we're going to be we're definitely gonna be hearing about Kardashians and Bieber and their connections. I think more coming up here. I think what we've had is just the tip of the iceberg, but this Queen of Swords is all about speaking your truth, speaking it clearly, and speaking it very proudly. So I think there's going to be some words spoken on either side. People aren't happy, and people are ready to go to fight for this. And it's gonna get really nasty, either in front of us or behind the scenes. And now I don't. You can call me a crackpot. You can call me crazy or loony or any way that or this, that, or the other thing. But if I wasn't feeling it or seeing it, I wouldn't say it. So click off this video if you really don't believe in weird things going down in Hollywood that are, some would say, dark, evil, or just plain old the opposite of God. So I definitely see this, like, there's contracts here. It feels, if you haven't, I think there's a really good YouTuber who does tarot readings that has looked into the underbelly of Hollywood, as it is, Alicia Wicker. And she does a really good job of kind of laying it out. And she, I think she calls it the Eyes Wide Shut crew. And I'm looking at kind of some of the things that I've watched with her, and it feels very, very similar to, this is a really dark underbelly, and like there are contracts, there are like, sometimes people would say this is like soul contracts, some people would say they are like, you made a deal with the devil, to get where you are at, and I'm wondering if this is maybe, I feel it, I kind of see it, and when there's money involved, and the amount of money involved, there will be an element of darkness, of pure and utter, some would say just evil. And this, just with the contract, seeing the Devil card come up, the Five of Wands, the fighting, the Eight of Swords being super worried about different things, the Queen of Swords being there kind of speaking everything out. It's not that like they'll like, oh, we're going to talk about all the dark underbelly stuff and conspiracies and all this, that, and the other thing, or confirming everything that people think is right or wrong or true or whatever. But I definitely feel like this is going to be a really nasty PR battle in some way, shape, or form. And then I'm just gonna, that thing just flew out, as you all see, and it's an announcement. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be hearing about this more. This mom card still too. The mom card reversed with a wish granted. it, in my opinion, with everything that I see here, if Justin and Kourtney had a kid, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm seeing it. I think it is probably true. Under what context that was, I don't think it was for, like, out of love. I don't think it was even just a mistake. I'm not seeing this as something that was a mistake. I am seeing this as something that was planned, that was agreed upon, that was a turning point in having people happy, or having like a new opportunity available to them because they were going with the golden boys of clubs, or even like the it person at the time who can maybe give them ins to people that can help others make more money, or get them out of trouble, or give them more TV shows, this, that, and the other thing. But in relation to Kourtney and Justin, more is to come out about them, and I'm just gonna pull one more tortoise. Slowly but surely, I think the full story will come. I don't even know which one it could be. I don't know any of that information, but like, if you would look into the Kardashians' past, with the time when these two were hanging out together, I wonder if you would see that there were other issues within the Kardashian family, whether or not that was their public perception, whether that was their TV show, whether or not that was like business deals and stuff that they were a part of. But like, what this feels like is that the Kardashians were down on their luck. They had to find a way in to make themselves more money with more people, and they were given an opportunity of Justin Bieber of being like, I'll help you out, but you need to do this thing for me. And this is the deal that we're going to have to be able to get you back ahead, but you need to play it by my rules, is what it sounds like and what it's feeling like. So, with that, I'm going to leave the reading here. If you have more questions, or you would like me to do maybe a deeper dive on just Justin Bieber as a whole, or the Kardashians as a whole, please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, if you liked this video, please hit the like button. I know I was kind of a little bit all over the place, but we're working on it. And then otherwise, if you like this type of content, I have lots of other videos on TikTokers, on YouTubers, true crime, as well as just general pick-a-card readings that go out every Friday. So if you're interested in any of those, please hit the subscribe button. And you can make sure that you never miss a video that I post, and make sure that you know who my channel is, as I'm trying to grow and kind of expand my presence here on YouTube. So with that, I want to say a great big thank you for you to sticking around this long for the video, and I hope wherever you are, you have a great day or night, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!